Delarite, my MVVs, welcome. Here is how, the hunter became haunted, okay? They said there is this land wahala again that has shattered the palace of the Oni of Ife, and not just the palace of the Oni of Ife, the royal family that has to do with Ebony's family. Now, if you have been following the trend of event, Delarite, my lovers, my fine people, the people I love with my dear, with the whole of my heart, my very own Delarite, have you guys been following? Remember this group of men that came and said that the Upper Orimaya that was brought from the forest for Queen Naomi's ritual was not the real one, that it was the fake Upper Orimaya. And do you guys still remember that drama with those 5 men that Kabiyesi said they will go and they'll go to the shrine, they'll go and swear and all of that, and 2 of them backed out and the other 3 remain with their kingpin being the one that has the swollen neck now, right? Now, do you know that sometimes in this world, we need to be very careful because sometimes people are so deceptive. They would deceive you like this. You go and enter a hole. You would think that they are working in the interest in your interest. They are not working in your interest. They could care less about you. Now, what is going on, Delarite? Hey. Do you know that Baba that came back with swollen neck? Because they say after some days he came back with swollen neck, begging that, when he came back to the Oni of Ife, he came with a land paper. Apparently, that was the land paper they gifted to him. That was what they gave him. That was his motivation to fight that fight against Olori Naomi. Okay? But others followed him without knowing. Now, that land paper that man brought, okay, they gave him that land paper. The man did not even verify. He didn't even know where the land was coming from. But because the land is a land that is in Ede Road, that Ede Road has become very hot lately, okay, the man was very happy. He was ready to buy because of a piece of land. Oh, Baba, like, what you want to do with piece of land? You look for a place where they go bury you. What do you want to do with that piece of land? They say, at least this is what they say the children were asking him. The daughter from the US was crying, asking him, what do you want to do with a piece of land? We have land all over the place. I said, these people with their mentality, do you know that this land has become a very big problem now? Hey, a big problem. That family, they are in a very big shit right now as we are talking. That land is a land that has been in dispute. That paper of that land that Baba brought, they have been looking for that paper for a very long time. It looks like somebody went to go and steal the paper and sold the land without the consent of the real owners of that land. Now, how that land got to Baba's hand is the problem. That was when he had a swollen neck, he now came to the palace. He didn't know that God was trying to expose him and expose other people who are working with him. When he brought that land paper, they took the land paper and they kept the land paper. They asked him to go so that they can go and treat him. They took him not inside the shrine. They took him to where they put cut. You know those, what they'll use razor to cut to put herb, put those grounded things inside the neck because they know that cause was coming from the palace. They did all of that. The man was able to talk. But right here in the palace, they realized that land, that paper that Baba brought is a paper, land paper that has been in the Odua Traditional Council. They have been, there is a case on that very land. That land has caused problems. They have suspected everybody to have stolen that land, but they did not know that one of these people from this anti good, their family, they are the ones that carried that land and went to go and sell to somebody. Now, who did they sell the land to? Who was this land sold to? They kept quiet, kept papers, and they were hiding and they didn't do anything. They were looking for papers. Family were dragging themselves from one court to the other until a point where it got so bad, they said, okay, bring it to the Odua Traditional Council. Who was this land sold to? Delarite. That is what you're going to find out right now. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Delaram. I bring you fresh and spicy juice from the sauce is still on the royals. How are you guys doing? I appreciate you so much. I love you. Adupe, my people. If you're here to subscribe, kindly go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And do not forget to turn on the notification bell. And do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. I appreciate you guys. Adupe, my people, and happy weekends. Please try and rest this weekend, okay? They said the Ebony family, okay, once regarded with respect and quiet prestige in certain circle around Ile-Ife, has found themselves publicly disgraced and dragged in unimaginable shame after a shocking revelation linked them directly to a land scandal dating back years. A scandal their own uncle had long denied any knowledge of. The case, which had been brewing quietly but intensely, surfaced with full force in January 2025 when it was formally brought before they do a traditional court, a revered court known for, handling cases deeply tied to Yoruba custom, heritage, and land dispute. According to, court findings, the disputed land situated on a sacred ancestral soil, not, too far, okay, from, the Ede Club, okay, had originally belonged to a lineage now extinct in direct succession. That land, according to tradition, should have been returned to the ruling family or redistributed by elders in council. However, evidence and testimonies unveiled that Ebony's, paternal or uncle, Saloke Adebomi, had secretly, prepared historical documents, posed as the rightful family heir and sold the land off to 3 different buyers over the course of 5 years. Dela, right? This very land that Baba was holding, the scandal intensified when the Ebony family, including Ebony herself, who, has been in public spat over royal connection, had in the past denied any awareness of the illegal transaction. In January, while defending the family's name in court, their led spokesman boldly declared that the family has nothing to do with the illegal sales of any land, and those spreading such rumor will hear from the lawyers. But Karma had other plans. Just lately, okay, the Dua Traditional Council of Land Record and Allocation presented hand-signed affidavits, sacred receipt, and an old, video footage showing Chief Saloko Adebomi receiving over 15 million in cash in 2019 for the initial, fraudulent sales of the land. Damning part, the transaction happened at a family gathering where Ebony's, uncle was. So now, this land got to this Baba. You see, the thing is that anybody who is fighting Olori Naomi, the way the breeze will blow, the way the confusion will happen, nobody will know. Who gave this Baba that land? Baba said that they gave him that land. The person spoke to him on the phone, and the person spoke from UK on the phone and asked somebody to come and give him that paper from Lagos. That it was from Lagos they brought that paper to him that he collected. And he has had that paper since 2023 that they gave him that paper. And that is why he has been fighting against Olori Naomi since that time. And now they told him this is when he was going to finish the fight. He had to gear up to fight using that Upper Orimayan as, a tool to finish the Wahala with Naomi, so that Naomi does not return back to the palace. But the god struck immediately and see what happened. And now their bomb everywhere is open. Now this person that they are saying that the call came from UK and all of that, I'm sure that they organized everything so that at the end of the day, they will not know where that was coming from. It came from Ebo, because they have started. How have they been able to trace that it is coming? How did that thing get back to the palace? They said they have been tracing, and they found out that Ebony's uncle was the one who sold that land. I mean, who sold that land to somebody who sold it to somebody before the thing got back again. When they found out that the case was in court, the people have taken them to court, taken different people to court. They had to return that land back to that Ebony's uncle. And that was how that Pepper, they didn't know what to do with the land. They wanted to use the land to give to this or the Gru man. That was how they gave the land to this Baba. Baba came and used that land to disgrace himself all over the place. I'm going to bring you more updates. Do not forget, these are all alleged rumors, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.